Simply put, this season, the NFL needs all the competitiveness it can get, which means that more teams, not less, need to have the quality necessary to contend for the title. One team that displayed excellent quality, at least on paper, was the 49ers, but we never saw that manifest to the field last year. After a poor previous season, the San Francisco 49ers are aiming at a return to the playoffs before the 2021 NFL season begins. Whether they will be capable of having more success this season will depend on the depth of the team in terms of how well the players and coaches can play and how long they can last. The situation of the 49ers last season is quite a bit old now. However, it's still no less painful to see multiple injuries to key players derail the franchise from being able to get things done truly. Whereas for this season, one player whose importance to the team should not be mistaken is George Kittle. The 27-year-old Titan is not only that important because of what he can do on the field personally, but because of what he can bring to the team collectively and personally. This superstar needs no loud introduction as he is 2 times Pro Bowler and he has also been first-team All-Pro player. One player with whom he has built a formidable partnership is Jimmy Garoppolo, and that partnership has been at the center of some wins the team has had. Needless to say, the 49ers cannot afford to lose the tight end, and the real reason why George Kittle is so important to Garoppolo and the 49ers in the NFL is the focus here. And that is what we'll be looking at in this video. However, before we go deep into it, ensure you leave a like on this video if you happen to care about George Kittle. Also, if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch the video until the end to find and comment on the hidden message. Good luck! Now, Kittle has developed an on-field and off-field relationship with Jimmy Garoppolo that would be a bigger loss than just losing a good player. Jimmy G, as the fans like to call him, is an immensely talented quarterback that has proven his worth to the team. The dynamic between the tight end and the quarterback has carried the 49ers through a lot of matches, even sometimes single-handedly. At the core of the San Francisco 49ers' terrible season last year was the injury blows to Kittle and Garoppolo. Mostly football lovers don't regard the dynamic between a tight end and a quarterback. Now, a tight end man can help to protect the quarterback in a team. I mean, these players are more or less simply larger wide receivers. A lot of coaches have employed the tactic of keeping a tight end in position to block for a quarterback. And we've seen that happen a lot in the 49ers style of offensive play. And this formula gets better and easier when the dynamic is between 2 immensely good players. And I mean that in terms of quality and personal relationship. I mean, all you have to do is take a look at Kittle's resume to see how good he is. This superstar has recorded another straight year of minimum of 85 receptions, plus 1,000 receiving yards. This is a player that got 85 catches and 1,053 receiving yards. In the history of the 49ers, he's the first tight end to have 1,000 receiving yards in one season, and he has done it twice. Now add the fact that his 2018 season record of 870 yards after catch established him as the NFL's first tight end in history to lead in that regard. At this point, it's clear that having such a quality player away from the team is a big problem. Prior to his Week 8 injury last season, Kittle was tied with Travis Kelce as the best tight ends in the game. The knee injury he suffered did damage to that. As for Garoppolo, he really needs no introduction, as he is as good as a quarterback as you're ever going to get anywhere. Since moving from the Patriots to the 49ers back in the 2017 season, the star has enjoyed and benefited from Kittle in the passing game. Now, beyond Kittle's capabilities as a tight end and his infectious personality, there is his ability to kind of transform into a safety value for any quarterback. We've seen confirmation that the star man can perform regardless of the player doing the passing. Of course, preferably Garoppolo, because of the chemistry, but not only him. An example of this is when Lance was making his debut. Let me also point out that Kittle is not the only weapon in the San Francisco arsenal, especially with the exciting new additions from the draft picks. However, when it comes to matters of leadership and talent, they just cannot be taught. Hence, Kittle is the man for that job. Even when the team is all fit and ready for the season, they need him to lead them into it. This was another big issue with last season's injury. The 49ers really missed having its leader when going on the offense. Having Kittle out, and to a lesser degree, Garoppolo as well, for a big chunk of the season meant that the team would have a hard time functioning, and it did. So now with the leader back to action, the team can get back in the game and chase that seemingly elusive but overdue 6th Super Bowl. The franchise has a real chance at winning its first Super Bowl in more than 2 decades. However, beyond that, there is a reason for optimism. I mean, the front positions put together look very promising and can stick it to the best teams in the NFL. Also, they have the potential to compete at the highest level for the next couple of years at the least. Of course, it's undeniable that George Kittle and Garoppolo have a significant role in all of this. Also, the team is well stacked at the defense and is arguably the league's best unit overall. So really, what is there to stop this team beyond having a quality team suffer injury in almost all positions? Leadership. And that is the real reason why George Kittle is so important to his team. Now, the connection that has developed between George and Jimmy has been pivotal, turning the franchise into a formidable partnership in football. And it has benefited both players. Kittle has emerged among the top players at his position, being named a Pro Bowler back-to-back. For Garoppolo, he had a remarkable campaign in 2019, recording 27 TDs and 3,978 passing yards, plus a passer rating of 102. Simply put, the pairing is a match made in heaven, and as they say, what God has joined, let no man put asunder. Indeed, the future is bright for the 49ers. And with that, we bring an end to today's video. So what are your thoughts on George Kittle? Do you think he's more critical than I stated or less critical? Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is also a huge factor in his team's success? Do you consider Kittle as the best tight end player in the NFL? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and hit that notification bell to ensure that you don't miss our next video and other videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep safe.